Hello, and welcome to Of the People, the Death of DEI. Diversity, equity, and inclusion, more appropriately entitled Division, Exclusion, and Intolerance, is on life support, thankfully. DEI has been used not to bring us together, but to deepen the divide in this country. It is the leading tool or technique, if you will, to proselytize and try to brainwash most of America. And it also exposed more about what corporate America really is about. We're now seeing Harley Davidson, John Deere, Caterpillar, as recently, Ford, Boeing, a bunch of others, and as recently as yesterday, Walmart, the largest retailer in the U.S., which are backing away from DEI, trying to move their policies away from it, and getting back to what they really should get back to, right? But remember something. In October of 2008, then candidate Barack Obama, 5 days before election, famously said, "We are 5 days away from fundamentally transforming the United States of America." What was less reported at the time, and back in May of that year, Michelle Obama said, and let me quote this, "We're going to have to change our traditions, our history. We're going to have to move into a different place as a nation." DEI, which is the dogma, if you will, of this new religion of wokeism, has been inserted into every corner of America in the last 16 years in one fashion or another. It's been inserted in business from who they hire and the qualifications of who they hire. It's been inserted into culture and Hollywood and the movies that they make or the movies that they don't make, and who gets the role of this, not their qualifications. The government, the best word I can use, is infested with DEI acolytes whose job is to push an ideology and not necessarily do what's best for America. And let's not forget the military, which has also been affected or infected with DEI. Their job is to win. Their job is not to represent all the colors in the rainbow. America in November spoke loudly. They said no. They said, "We have had enough of this." This is about bringing America together, the majority of Americans. And let's make no mistake, America is still an imperfect country, and we are all imperfect. And yes, there's still racism. And yes, there are problems that we need to solve. But DEI, which again is the dogma of this new religion of wokeism, did nothing to bring us together. If anything, it was bringing us further. It was pushing us further apart. This election was about a lot of things. Two of the things that it was about was, number one, a return to normalcy. And number two, reestablishing meritocracy as a concept. Even if they weren't on the ballot, they really were on the ballot. Number one, for normalcy, get business out of politics. That's not their job. Their job is to put the best product out there for the best competitive price out there. That's called capitalism. And their job is to produce a profit for either their owners or their stockholders, right? That's their job in all of this. But meritocracy is the real key here. Striving to be the best that you can be is what America has always been about. Not lowering our standards for some abstract concept of, supposedly feel-good concept or of inclusion or fairness, because the question always is, who defines inclusion? Who defines fairness? The real simple question in all of this for this whole DEI nonsense really is simple question. If you're going to the hospital to have surgery, do you want the best person possible? Or do you want someone whose only qualifications for getting that position might be the color of their skin, the religion that they pray to, or some other external factor, and not having earned it in their own way? Wokeism, ladies and gentlemen, has all the tenets of a new religion, down to the religious garb of the mask. And like all new religions, it's intolerant. And DEI was the tool that they used to do that. The non-believers had to be silenced or canceled, right? That's the whole Me Too thing. So it really was an old religion made new. But it's nice to see these corporations move away from that, because DEI is now DOA, and not a moment too soon for the majority of Americans. And that's the monologue.